Good morning. Last week, a couple of days ago, we talked about narrative-based interviewing three primary purposes. Primary purpose number one, stop, come back to the power of the moment. Primary purpose number two, create space between you and what you're experiencing. Primary purpose number three, be the most active participant in the now, in the unfoldment of your life. And then I mentioned I was talking about the big ticket offer to the biggest show on earth, and that's what we're going to explain. I'm going to explain today a little bit. There's three practice principles that everybody in the entire world, entire universe, are held to under universal law. Number one is that it's cause and effect. Cause and effect, we look at that, and a lot of people are familiar with that, but a lot of us don't understand what's in the middle of cause and effect. What's in the middle is the energy, the effort, right? So you have cause, the event or situation causing the effect, and what's in the middle is the effort of it. So if, for instance, the cause is if I tap someone on the shoulder, the effort's very light, the effect very light. The cause is if I punch someone in the shoulder, a greater effort, a greater effect. And that's universal. That cause and effect happens to every one of us all day long. After that is every single one of us is in a process. And most often, more often than not, we're all looking for progress. But what's in the middle? The work. A lot of us just don't identify the need to put effort into the work, right? So we got cause, effort, effect, process, work, progress. And what that reveals is the final equation of humanity is your outcomes will always reveal the effort put into your work. So effort plus work equals outcome. And that's universal law that all humanity is held under. That's all the metric for all humanity. The big ticket offer is related to the three primary purposes. So the primary purpose number one, come back to the power of the moment. What that does is wake you up. Because 95% of our day is built in the autopiloting subconscious. 95% of our decisions and our life is based in the echo, our past, as protection and prediction measures of the brain, telling the mind, hey, this is who we are in this moment. So when you come back to the power of the moment, you wake up. Primary purpose number two, create space between you and what you're experiencing. Now you are awakened to a new sense of alertness. In that space is where you can gain new insight and information. That's really important. Why? Because in primary purpose number three, be the most active participant in the unfoldment of your life. Now you have a new lens of awareness based off that new insight and information. That's the importance of it. So you have a primary purpose number one, come back to the power of the moment, wake up. Primary purpose number two, create space between what you and what you're experiencing, gain a new sense of alertness, gain insight and information. Primary purpose number three, a new lens of awareness. Now, this leads us to, again, the third set of the big ticket offer. Come back to the power of the moment, wake up, be positioned in the moment with confidence. Primary purpose number two, create space between you and what you're experiencing, gain a new sense of alertness, and be postured in confidence in that space. Primary purpose number three, be the most active participant in the unfoldment of your life, gain a new lens of awareness, and you create pivot points. Pivot points are where you can participate differently by returning to your anchor. That is your I am declaration. The combination of all those three principal practices bring you to the three core principles, the DNA of NBI. And these discussions are not, we have discussions on the framework, and these are NBI DNA discussions. So the three practice principles of NBI DNA are mindful, masterful, meaningful. So again, we go primary purpose number one, come back to the power of the moment. Stop, come back to the power of the moment. Wake up, position yourself with confidence, be mindful. One. Primary purpose number two, create space between you and what you're experiencing. Have a new sense of alertness, be postured. Now you gain some mastery. Be mindful to mastery. Primary purpose number three, become the most active participant in the unfoldment of your life, the unfoldment of your betterment. Gain a new sense of alertness, create some pivot points to participate differently. Now, you are able to apply meaningful practices, meaningful moments, meaningful movements in your life. So that's how we look at the big ticket offer. Again, a lot of people don't have the big ticket offer to the biggest show on earth, and that show is you, right? And if you have this practice, and you're practicing narrative-based interviewing, and you're doing the framework, you're coming to that, return to that I, and you're declaring your identity in that I am statement, that I am declaration. The big ticket offer is the way inward to the biggest show on earth. The celebration of life is returning to the I. You need nothing more to celebrate than knowing that you are the answer. The big ticket offer to the biggest show on earth is realizing that you have always been the answer, and every answer you've ever been searching for is already within you. So when you stop, come back to the power of the moment, return to the I, create space between you and what you're experiencing, what the I, where the I is stationed, and what you're experiencing outwardly or internally, and creating that space to participate differently. Right? Primary purpose number 3, become the most active participant in the now. That's by returning to the I and knowing I am centered, I am focused, I am aligned, I am in frequency with the I. My intrinsic motivation, my intrinsic power, my autonomy, my agency, and my authority. So that's a little walkthrough through the big ticket offer. And all that happens starting first thing in the morning, making yourself the most pressing need with the framework. During the day, having deliberate or intentional stop studies, or having the mindfulness, right, and the alertness and the awareness to I understand things going above or below your baseline, and stopping, doing a stop study. And then ultimately, we want to cap it off, the nightcap, if you will, with the exit interview. Encourage yourself in what you could do better. Stop studies missed. Celebrate what you did well. Stop studies you did that day. So yeah, that's a little bit of the narrative-based interviewing DNA discussion, talking about the 3 primary purposes, the big ticket offer to the biggest show on earth. And that show is you. Stay blessed, keep interviewing, and I love you.